From Cheater's surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Charity, you okay? Yeah, I want you to know that I'm here to get these answers for you.
They're at the bar. As soon as we go in, go to the right.
Do you use protection? Do I have a disease?
Reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Charity Buck believed that she had finally found her diamond in the rough. Braden was a loving, caring, and patient soul, at least until a few months ago. Now, his behavior is making her question his fidelity. While he tells her that his late nights and odd behavior are work-related, Charity searches for the truth with the help of experienced investigators. I'm Clark Gable, and this is Cheaters.
Braden and I had dated a year. We decided that it was the right decision that we should move in together. We had fell completely madly in love with each other. He proved his love to me by buying me a promise ring. Well, after we had moved in together, I started noticing some things that were changing. Some verbal abuse had started. He just didn't seem like the same person who I fell in love with in the beginning. The verbal abuse from Braden started whenever he would either seem like he was tired, or if he had been drinking or had a few drinks, or I would say something to him and he would come at me and blow up at me for no reason at all. He started having late meetings and going to dinners that were supposedly for work. He started coming home later and later and take late night showers before coming to bed, which I thought was very strange. He always tells me that he loves me, but it doesn't seem like it comes from his heart. He does bring me flowers every once in a while, and he does those little things to try and keep me hanging on. Deep down inside, I know he loves me. It just does not seem like the same love that we had in the beginning. I'm always thinking and wondering to myself, what am I doing that's so wrong that I can't be loved unconditionally? I'm torn up inside. I don't have any answers. I just don't know. I have to find out.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. Braden Batista, age 25. A medical salesperson looking to increase the size of his dating network. Investigation Day 1. After receiving a briefing of all known details associated with the case, Cheaters detectives stake out the suspect's place of employment. The suspect, identified as Braden Batista, exits the building with a tall, unknown female at his side. Hand in hand, the two walk to a nearby clothing store. After entering the store, they're followed by a Cheaters foot patrol. Inside, the suspect and his unknown lady try on various clothing. She puts on a fur-lined vest, which he admires greatly. After the impromptu modeling session, the pair leave the store hand in hand. The duo walk across the courtyard to a chocolate candy store. They indulge themselves in sweet ecstasy before braving the chilly evening's walk back to work. Batista goes inside the building while his unknown shopping partner departs, leaving investigators to settle in for the evening. Investigation Day 3. Detectives continue to stake out Batista's workplace when they catch the suspect coming out of the building with the same female from prior surveillance. The woman, whose identity remains withheld, accompanies him to a restaurant located within the same retail complex. Once situated at a table inside, Batista hands over a small gift. The companion opens it to discover Batista's love for her knows no expense, as the ring he paid for will attest. He gets a long hug in return. Sometime later, leaving the restaurant, they get into his vehicle and drive around the complex to where her vehicle is parked. Batista lets her out and then follows her once she's in her own transportation. the suspect caravans with his companion to an apartment complex. Batista gets out and escorts his paramour across the lot. His phone rings suddenly. He answers for a moment before quickly hanging up. Batista then escorts his lady down the stairs to her apartment. Less than 5 minutes later, Batista returns at a hurried pace, racing to his vehicle before making his way home for the remainder of the evening. Investigation Day 5. Operatives continue to monitor the perimeter set around Batista's workplace. Agents on duty follow the suspect once he leaves his office. He arrives at a nearby grocery store. Batista does a little shopping before exiting the supermarket with bags in his hand. Driving away, he is tailed to the home he shares with Charity. Internal surveillance from cameras provided to Charity show Batista getting dinner ready and setting up the house. Eventually, mobile units notice Batista's mystery woman arriving. The suspect lets her in and offers her a seat on the couch. Batista's gentlemanly demeanor belies his deceitful nature, as attested by this recorded phone call.
Hello? Hey, baby, what are you doing? Trying to finish up here at work. What are you doing? Not too much. Just cannot wait to see you. I'm waiting on you to come home. I thought you were really well with your friends. No, I decided I didn't want to. I'd rather be with you. Babe, I think you should go out with your friends. I'm going to be working late, and there's no telling what time I'll be home. So I think rather than you just staying home, you should go out with your friends. You're saying you're not going to come home at all? I didn't say that. I just said I'm going to be working late. Okay, Brayden. I'll see you later. I love you. Bye. Love you.
As Batista says goodbye to his underground girlfriend, Cheater's operatives are already wrapping up the loose ends on this investigation. This is the final piece of the puzzle, leaving detectives with no other option than to close the case and bring the facts to a lovesick Charity. Coming up, the confrontation.
Having gathered an abundance of evidence proving Brayden's betrayal, Charity is summoned to review the footage. With the stark light of the revelation before her, Charity anxiously awaits her illumination. How are you doing tonight, Charity?
Actually, I'm really scared. I'm nervous to see what's going to happen.
I completely
I don't know
understand
what to
that.
expect.
Well, are you prepared to see what we've come up with in our investigation?
Did you find something?
Absolutely. Are you prepared to see that?
Yeah. Take me now.
Okay. On this day of investigation, we are outside of Brayden's work. That's when we see him get out of his vehicle with this unknown female, and they arrive at a clothing store. Do you recognize her? No? Not at all? Continuing on, she tries on some clothes. Brayden kind of browses around the store and watches her try on a few things. That's when you see him giving her the look over. And a short time later, they exit. Our detectives then catch them outside of Brayden's work, embracing, and he then kisses her. Are you all right? Charity, you okay? Yeah, I want you to know that I'm here to get these answers for you and to get you through this. You're not alone in this. We are here for you. Don't feel like you need to get really, really worried. You know, we're gonna go in there, I'm gonna get you your answers, and everything's gonna be just fine. All right?
Okay, thanks.
On this day of investigation, we're outside of Brayden's work. He walks outside, gets in his vehicle, drives a short distance, and arrives at a grocery store. Detectives follow him inside. He picks out some flowers, a couple bottles of wine. Charity, you recall those hidden cameras that I gave you?
I do, yeah.
You installed them in your house.
I did.
This next shot that you're gonna see is from inside of your house. Brayden goes back to his vehicle, drives to your home that you two share. That's when we catch him inside, putting the flowers in the vase, straightening up the couches as quickly as possible. Sometime later, our detective outside catches that same unknown female. Brayden walks to the door, welcomes her inside, and hands her a glass of wine. Brayden then hands her some roses, begins to light some candles, goes back to the kitchen and makes up a cheese plate to go with their wine, They get onto your couch, things get a little bit heated, and they go into the bedroom. A while later, she emerges, fixing her hair, and walks to your front door. Braden opens the door and gives her a kiss to send her off. How do you feel about what you just saw?
I'm more upset than I'm hurt right now.
More upset than hurt? I understand that. I know exactly where they are. I'm going to have a detective outside, and on our way over there, we will meet up with him and see exactly what's going on.
Please take me to him.
All right, this way. Right through here. Make a left.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Okay.
They're at the bar. As soon as we go in, go to the right.
Tell me, dude, why would you cheat on your girlfriend? Braden, don't. Hey, relax. Braden, why did you cheat on your girlfriend?
I didn't cheat.
You didn't cheat? You didn't cheat at all? Hey, don't put your hands on a girl. What are you doing, bro? That's a woman.
Hurt me? You're gonna hurt me? Really?
No. How did you meet this guy? You work with him?
Get her back!
You work with him?
Get
Hey, dude, don't put your hands on a girl, all right? All right? We're good. You're good? You understand that, right?
Yeah.
All right, go.
You're an ass! You're an ass!
What did she do? Don't put your hands.
I'm not gonna
I'll talk to you out
You're
here.
gonna leave with her? You're gonna leave with her? You're gonna leave with that whore? That whore right there? Shut the What'd you say? I don't know who you are.
Braden, come over here. Let me talk to you.
Bring
Come here.
it.
Braden.
Bring it, bitch.
Braden.
Get the
Braden, come here.
Get the out of here.
Let me talk to you for a second.
You're
Here.
gonna talk
Listen
to me
listen.
like that?
Man, tell me what happened.
After all these years?
She's never there.
Who are you? Who the are you? Why are you in my house?
It's his house. That's what he told me.
That is not his
He
house.
told me.
Are you
I
serious?
didn't do nothing. Well, he told me, why don't you go charge him up and ask him? Why don't you ask him?
She's psycho, dude.
So why wouldn't you just, instead of cheating on her and making us all come out here to do this, why wouldn't you just tell her?
Wasn't nobody gonna find out about it till she called you.
We would have found out about it, or someone would regardless.
No, I don't think so.
I have something to say to you.
No.
Ask.
Why
You're
are you
not
holding
sorry?
the girl back, dude?
I am sorry, but what the dude? You need to
What?
You're psycho.
Why is she
Why
psycho?
are you
Why is she
living
psycho? I
with
want to
me?
hear this.
What?
Huh? Why am I psycho?
Stop.
What the
Do you use protection? Do I have a disease?
You ain't got
You're her?
you know what you back, mother. You're psychoism, bitch.
That's my sister! You get off her! Leave her alone!
You nasty bitch. No.
Really? Are you gonna hit me? Are you gonna...
Enough! Don't put your hands on a woman! What are you doing?
You're a bitch
You owe
ass
this girl some
punk.
answers.
Sleep. Nobody cares about you. Go.
You don't care about me?
You guys are together.
No! Really? Nobody cares about me?
Didn't you ring? Braden,
Why are you living? What's this?
Braden,
What's
didn't she buy you
this?
a ring?
Ass.
Bitch,
Why would
it
you
was
buy
a
it?
Keep it? Oh, it was only $1? Is that how much you
keep it,
spend?
bitch.
Since you don't make You don't make no money? You. Who's that?
Nothing
Who's
to
that
say.
bitch?
Braden, where you going, man? So you're still gonna stand here with this man?
Hey!
Hey, don't touch her. Don't.
What
It's
are you
over.
Gonna, what are you gonna do?
I'm over. I'm
You're
over.
done?
Yeah, what are you gonna
Psycho.
do?
done?
I'm not gonna do nothing, dude.
Yeah, don't touch her.
I'm not.
All right.
She just touched me.
All you owe her is some answers, man. That's it. That's why I
Go
brought her
home with
here.
your slut!
over her.
Go home with your
over
slut! Bye!
Didn't you love love her at one point, man? You guys moved in together, dude.
I did. I
There
loved
had to
her
have been.
one time. I
So
did.
what happened?
All she does is she works all the time. She's never there.
And you work all the
All
time
I do
too.
is
And I
work.
understand that.
To provide for your ass.
Bitch, I provide for you.
Oh, do you? But you're around on me? You're I hate you.
Did he tell you anything about having a girlfriend?
No. When you get home, all your will be on. Trust me.
You whore.
You're the dumbass. Ugh.
Braden, where you going, man? You share a house with your girlfriend of 2 years.
Oh no, when he gets home, all that will be gone.
But hey, Braden, what if she came into your house and had sex with another man? What would you do?
Who says she hasn't?
What? On my face.
Get out of your face. Why don't you stop and talk like a real woman?
You're getting led by a girl right now to your car.
He is.
No,
he
I'm
is.
choosing to go with him.
Why don't you come out and tell him the truth, mother?
The truth. You saw it, mother. Bitch,
Why
I'm
don't you
cheating
tell
on
her?
you because I don't
Why
want
don't
you
you tell
no
her
more. Bravo.
Why don't you tell her you're swinging both ways? Huh?
Oh, wow.
Well, go ahead and tell her.
Is that true?
Go ahead and tell her.
That's not true.
Tell
this
her.
bitch was to spread some because she got cheated on.
Go ahead. Go ahead and tell her.
Why'd you just get so offended by that statement, though, Braden, if it's not true?
Go ahead and tell her you like it up there. Let them go. They're stupid. They deserve each
Get in the
other.
car. Don't
Damn.
listen to her. She's nasty.
After the confrontation, Charity is devastated by her lover's lack of reaction. Stay tuned when we reveal how she puts herself back together. But now, please welcome back Ken, the suspect from the Antoine L. Slavin case. Ken returns to sell his story regarding the day he was confronted by his girlfriend on Cheaters.
I mean, really, you can't really just say so much I was cheating on Antonella, but I mean, hey, another young woman in the neighborhood who needed what I had, looking out for me, we looking out for each other. Hey, I mean, the business was slow at my job, so in order for me to keep my job, I had to put the products out there.
What's going on? Y'all having lunch? You having lunch? I'm his girlfriend. Y'all having lunch? What the going on? No, what the is going on? No, what the you know you been giving free out here? You don't know, ain't no take this outside. Don't be putting your hands on me. Every time I turn, you got bitch, you better get out my face out. You better get out my eyes. You better get out my face, kid.
Scooby, she was just really always there, wanted to listen. She was the other ear to my body. And Antonella, she don't want to do nothing. All she want to do is sit in the house all day and tell me what I need to do to provide a roof over our head. So I took it upon myself and did what I was supposed to do to keep whatever I got going on coming and coming. Antonella really barged in my job, choosing me to lose my job. And Scooby was like, okay, since you lost your job, you're not gonna lose me.
Let's go.
Let me see the phone he bought you. He bought that?
Hey, watch out.
He bought that phone? Yeah, this one right He bought that? He bought that phone? Let me see that phone. Bitch, give me that phone.
Ken, can I get your side of the story, man? Ken?
Just supporting the neighborhood. You hear me out here with this stuff, support the neighborhood.
So you're supporting the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, man, is you're giving away free stuff in your store.
I'm supporting everybody. You hear me? I'm supporting everybody.
You're supporting everybody?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping.
Me and Scooby is really getting on bad terms, even though we live together. She gets on me about getting a job, another job, even though she knows it's hard right now. She know I'm gonna get another job. But with me and Scooby, I feel like our future is brighter than me and Antonella's. I mean, they kind of almost like on the same page, but I wouldn't put them just really together. I mean, I'm looking for brightness and betterness. I mean, if you can't give me brightness or betterness and make sure I'm happy, then, hey, that's just really what it is.
Following the confrontation, Charity Buck has taken stock of her situation and is relieved that the suspect is out of her life permanently. She claims that her disposition over the past few months has completely changed and that she is now looking for some fun. For his part in the affair, Braden Batista claims it was Charity who truly ended their relationship. Batista states that he and his companion are still dating, although it is casual. The suspect's companion was unavailable for comment.
If you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.